Hello friends, welcome back to Chanagiri's Nursing Education Tutorials. We all know that man is a social animal. He born in society, lives in society and die in society. Hence, society plays an important role in his entire life and becomes a major and essential determinant of health of an particular individual. Societies together constitute a community. Studying health aspects of community is termed as community health, and practice of nursing in community is called to be community health nursing. Yes friends, we all are living in community and each individual dependent on the community to fulfill his essential and basic needs of his life. Hence, community health nursing is part of nursing service rendered to the people at their doorstep. So, in today's session, we will learn about community health nursing. If you have not yet subscribed the channel, subscribe it now and do not forget to like, comment on video and share to your friends. Yes friends, in today's session we will discuss on community health nursing. If you see the term community health nursing, then you might realize that this is a combination of three major disciplines. Those are social science, that is community, biological science, that is health, and nursing practice. Hence, to practice nursing in the community, we must have knowledge regarding both community and health. In this session, we will have little discussion on community, that is introduction to community. A community is a social group with we feeling and living in a given area. Community is an organized social life and community living is an essential feature of mankind. We can observe the social relationships such as families, friends, elders and youngers, people and organizational institutions, namely schools, colleges, banks, panchayats and so on within the community. People develop attachment and sentimental identification with the area in which they are living and belonging to, which develops a sense of we feeling, that is ethnocentrism. If community exists, both freedom and security exist as well. The community then takes on a life of its own as people become free enough to share and secure enough to get along. Community represents the common interest of the group and sometimes refers to the entire humanity. The community may vary from a small and simple village setup of 50 to 100 families to very a big and complex metropolitan cities. Whatever may be the size and complexity, it influences the health and well-being of its people. The word community is derived from the old French word that is communauté, which is derived from the Latin word communitas. Cum means with or together, and munus, that is munus, means gift. It is a broad term for fellowship or organized society. The term community has two distinct meanings: that a group of interacting people possibly living in close proximity, and often refers to a group that shares some common values and is attributed with social cohesion within a shared geographical location, generally in social units larger than a household. The word can also refer to the national community or international community, and in biology it refers to community is a group of interacting living organisms sharing a populated environment. In human communities, intent, beliefs, resources, preferences, needs, risks, and a number of other conditions may be present and commonly affecting the identity of the participants and their degree of cohesiveness. Friends, this is about common meaning of community. The next we will see the definition of community. Various definitions were given by various authors. Kingsley Davis, an English sociologist, says that the community is smallest territorial group that can embrace all aspects of social life. A French sociologist, R. M. McIver, says that community is an area of social living marked by some degree of social coherence. Another British sociologist says that the community is a human population living within a limited geographic area and carrying a common independent life. These definitions vary from very simple to very complex and elaborate definitions, and it is difficult to have one definition which is precise and comprehensive to accept universally. The WHO Expert Committee on Community Health Nursing in 1974 defined community as a community is a social group determined by geographical boundaries and or have common values and interests. Its members know and interact with each other. It functions within a particular structure and exhibits and creates a social norms, values and institutions. Friends, today the community is not static or confined to a particular area. The community is changing its size day by day and it is becoming wider and complex. That is, villages are converting into urban places are converting into cities, and cities into metropolitan cities. Based on this phenomena, the above given definition does not seem to be comprehensive. Hence, the discussions of experts in the field have given another comprehensive definition, that is, a community is a social group of people with common identity or perspectives living together in a defined geographical boundary during a given period of time and interacting and functioning through social units to meet their needs within a larger social environment. Friends, the above given definitions give us a varied idea of community where we can draw a conclusion. Hence, the community may be a social group. It is a locality, place and an area, and it is a system. According to the above definition, the community is a social group in terms of it is a group of societies together constitute a community. Each community is comprised of many societies within it. The term society is defined by Ginsberg as collection of individuals united by certain relations or modes of behavior which mark them off from others who do not enter into these relations or who differ from them in behavior. Thus, such type of societies join together and form a community. Within a community, different kinds of people will be living with harmony and possess many cultures, traditions, norms, beliefs and attitudes. Even though the people are from different caste and creed, they know each other and dependent on one another in one or the other aspects. Hence, the community is a social group or group of many societies. Next, the community is locality, place and an area. A community has well-defined geographical area from which each community can be distinguished by one another. Each community has its own name, geographical boundaries and a particular place to locate it on the earth. Next, the community is a system. Yes friends, the community possesses many systems within its, that is political, financial, food and agriculture, housing, industries, voluntary agencies, etc. Each system works within its limit in the community and has specific functions and hold together constitute a system and develops a network within them. Each system of community acts as a single social unit and helps to meet the needs and demands of its people. Hence, community is called a system. Hence, we can call community is a social group and it is a locality, place and an area and it is a system. Each community varies in its size, place and geographical dimension, density of population and according to the environmental conditions from small hamlet or a village to metropolitan cities. These all communities are identified by a particular name. So, each community is going to have its own characteristics. Let us see the characteristics of community. Friends, in this world, we do find different kinds of communities, and each community represents its own characteristics. It is difficult task to identify the characteristics of each community. All communities in the world possess some common characteristics which are as follows. The first one is community as a place or locality. Already we have discussed this. That is, each community is located in well-defined geographical area having its beginning and end. Residents will reside in that locality and it is locally limited. The people will develop social contacts, provide safety, security and protection. It helps to fulfill the needs and demands of its own people. So each community is identified with its own name and fame. Next one is community sentiment, that is belongingness to that particular community or sense of we feeling among the community members. The community people will stay together, share their common interests and be conscious of their unity. People will be identified by their own community which promotes sense of awareness, living and sharing, developing a bond among the members. In today's modern era, this community sentiment is slowly going down as people may not have a common interest and outlook. Hence, the members of a community are gradually changing as they belong to complex nature of society. Next common characteristic of community is group of people. Group of people share the basic condition of common life. Group members can act collectively in organized manner. There is similarity in psychosocial characteristics of groups of people, that is language, lifestyle, customs and traditions. The next one is permanency. The community is relatively stable which include permanent group life. The people of the community can migrate from place to place, but migrated people are identified by their own community lived before. Hence, the community is permanent place or location. Next, naturality. Community is established in a normal and natural way. They are not made or created by an act of will or by a planned effort. An individual becomes a member of a community by birth and it is spontaneous in their origin, not a sudden or automatic existence. Hence, the community life is naturally comprehensive. The next one is community has wider ends. People associate not for the fulfillment of a particular end. They are natural and wider but not artificial. The membership of community is of wide significance. The next one is size of the community. The size of the community varies according to the population it has, from a small hamlet village to a big metropolitan city. As the population of the community increases, then size also increases. The next one is reciprocal relationships. The reciprocal relations from is an essential feature of community as its members are interrelated to each other. Next one is solidarity. Depending upon unity and cohesiveness among the members of community, the community is said to be solid or weak. The next one is self-sufficiency. The community provides all such means of facilities which help in meeting the basic needs of its people such as housing, water, social system, political system, transport, production and consumption of goods, etc. Friends, this is about the characteristics of community. The next we will see the functions of the community. The various functions of the community which can be identified to serve the needs of its members are as follows. The first one is utilization of space. Community provides place for living, produce their goods, consume their goods, marketing, learning, recreation, etc. Next one is means of livelihood. Community provides opportunity for employment and sustenance. The next one is protection. The community protects its own people through its own protective agencies by formulating common rules and regulations for its members. The next one is production. The community people produce the goods such as agriculture and non-agricultural goods by their means of working capability in their fields and factories. Next, distribution. The goods produced by the people are distributed among themselves according to the needs or exported to the other community. The next one is consumption. The people of community consume its own products or borrow the products from different places according to the felt need. Then socialization. As the human being is a social animal, lives in society and community, hence the community helps an individual to adopt its social norms, behavior, culture, traditions, etc. Then education. The community develops its own educational institutions to provide formal and informal education to its people. Then communication. The community provides communicational opportunity to its members such as the means of telephone, radio, television, telegraphs, post and other community developed cultural activities. Then linkages. The community helps to develop the linkages between institution to institution, society to society and social systems. Friends, this is about the functions of community, and in this session we have learned about meaning, definition, characteristics and functions of community. In next session we will learn about types of community. Till that time, take care and thank you for watching my lecture. Thank you.